The process of navigating the complexities of a love relationship is a journey that is full of highs and lows, personal development, and awareness of one's own identity. Despite the fact that love is frequently seen as the foundation of a healthy relationship, there are nuances and difficulties that many people wish they had been told about before beginning this emotional journey. This video will shed light on the complications that can occur and to offer suggestions for cultivating connections that will last. We look into 10 things about relationships that we wish someone warned us about. Number 10. Individual growth and independence. Healthy partnerships, in contrast to the concept of full unity, acknowledge and support the development of the relationship's unique members. The space to pursue one's own personal objectives and hobbies is something that every partner deserves. One of the most common misunderstandings about relationships is that they involve complete fusion, which can result in emotions of suffocation and hatred. By fostering a sense of independence within the partnership, which allows each individual to flourish and contribute to the overall strength of the relationship, it is possible to strike a balance between the occurrence of shared experiences and the development of personal growth. Number 9. Managing expectations. In the realm of relationship management, unrealistic expectations are the quiet saboteurs of many relationships. Personal experiences, romantic ideals, and societal influences can all contribute to the formation of expectations that can ultimately result in disappointment. Understanding and effectively managing these expectations is absolutely necessary. The realization that perfection is unattainable and the acceptance of defects in oneself as well as in one's spouse can lead to a relationship that is more realistic and enjoyable for both parties involved. Number 8. Conflict resolution is a skill. The ability to resolve conflicts is a skill that is necessary because disagreements are an unavoidable component of any relationship. It is something that many people wish they had been told, that the ability to resolve conflicts is a skill that can be cultivated and improved upon. Having the ability to communicate effectively, having empathy, and being prepared to compromise are all required. It is possible to strengthen the connection by gaining a deeper awareness of each other's perspectives and requirements by learning how to constructively handle disagreements rather than avoiding them. Number 7. The importance of boundaries. When it comes to maintaining a good relationship, it is of the utmost importance to establish and honor limits, including both physical and emotional bounds. This incorporates boundaries. It is possible to avoid experiencing sensations of invasion or suffocation by recognizing when it is appropriate to give each other space, and by respecting individual limits. For the purpose of establishing a secure and pleasant atmosphere inside the partnership, it is vital to have open and accessible communication regarding personal limits. Number 6. Continuous effort is required. While the initial thrill of a new relationship may be enough to conceal the reality that maintaining a solid connection involves constant effort, it is important to remember that continued effort is required. It is necessary for both partners to devote time, effort, and thoughtfulness to the process of cultivating the connection. It is possible to keep the flame alive by the performance of acts of kindness, surprise gestures, and consistent professions of love. It is possible to avoid becoming complacent and to guarantee that both parties continue to develop together by having the understanding that partnerships are ongoing efforts. Number 5. The impact of external influences. One of the most major ways in which external factors can have an effect on a relationship is through the influence of family, friends, and the expectations of society. Being aware of these factors and working together to manage them is of the utmost importance. Establishing a balance between prioritizing the partnership and keeping links with external groups is a crucial component of any successful relationship. Having an awareness of the ways in which external influences can influence the dynamics between partners is beneficial to the development of resilience and unity. Number 4. Financial compatibility matters. Compatibility in terms of finances is important because money is a major source of conflict in romantic partnerships. In order to be compatible over the long run, it is vital to have a mutual understanding of each other's financial values, habits, and ambitions. It is possible to avoid misunderstandings and disagreements that are associated with money by having open and honest conversations about financial concerns as well as by creating a common knowledge of budgeting and financial duties. There are a lot of people who wish they had been warned about the significance of having a financial compatibility from the very beginning. Number 3. Navigating change together. Change is unavoidable, both on an individual level and within the dynamics of a partnership. One must learn to navigate change together. There are a variety of life events that might have an effect on the partnership, including professional changes, relocations, and personal development. Being ready for change and able to adjust to it is of the utmost importance. It is important for partners to have open lines of communication regarding their ever-evolving requirements and goals in order to guarantee that the connection continues to serve as a secure and adaptable foundation despite the changes that occur in life. Number 2. The myth of perpetual happiness. The myth of perpetual happiness is a common belief that leads people in the wrong direction when they start dating. Society likes to reinforce the idea that a happy couple should always be together. Even if the expectation is not reasonable, it sets couples up to be let down when they face the problems that relationships inevitably bring. As it turns out, relationships, like life itself, are a roller coaster of feelings with highs and lows. Recognizing and accepting that times of trouble and discomfort are normal parts of the trip can have a big effect on how couples deal with these problems. Some people may become disappointed when they face the expected bumps in the road when they believe the myth of eternal happiness. Arguments, fights, and forces from outside the relationship are all part of its complex tapestry. The most important thing is to accept that these problems are normal and necessary for the partnership to grow and change. One important way to bust this myth is to acknowledge that all relationships have flaws. When a couple knows and accepts that every relationship has problems, they can deal with problems in a more realistic way. It lets them weather the storms together, building strength and a stronger bond through shared experiences. Couples can move their attention from an unattainable ideal to the richness of their shared journey by letting go of the myth of eternal happiness. This new way of looking at things leads to a more genuine and deep connection, where both people are free to enjoy the complicated parts of their relationship without having to worry about what others think. Number 1. Communication is more than words. If you want to build a strong friendship, you need to be able to talk to each other clearly. However, what many people do not understand is that conversation is more than just talking to each other. Words, body language, nonverbal cues, and the skill of active listening all work together to create a relationship that goes deeper than the surface. Even though words are a big part of communicating ideas and feelings, what people do not say can be just as powerful, if not more so. Body language, facial expressions, gestures, and even small changes in posture all add to the complexity of how people connect with each other. A lot of the time, these nonverbal cues carry meanings that words alone might not be able to convey. When partners become more aware of these nonverbal cues, they understand each other's feelings better, which leads to a deeper bond. Another important part of conversation that goes beyond words is paying close attention. It is not enough to just hear what someone is saying. You have to really understand their feelings and goals behind the words. To actively listen, you have to be truly open to seeing things from your partner's point of view. This builds understanding and makes the emotional connection between people stronger. In spite of the fact that the path of love and friendship is replete with happiness and satisfaction, it is also characterized by moments of difficulty and possibilities for personal development. There are 10 qualities of relationships that, when acknowledged, can act as a compass, directing partners through the challenges of navigating a shared life. It is possible for couples to construct foundations that are able to withstand the test of time if they cultivate effective communication, encourage individual growth, manage expectations, and embrace the imperfections that make each relationship unique. As we continue to peel back the layers of romantic connections, we discover that the key to true wisdom is to comprehend the nuances that make each relationship a unique and ever-changing adventure. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching,